Another day, another story. 8 best cities to visit in Europe. May 7, 2023. M.B. Wright. Attracting over half of the world's tourists each and every year, Europe is home to some of the most important, impressive and influential cities on Earth. Lying between the Atlantic Ocean, the Mediterranean Sea, and the vast Asian landmass, its relatively small size belies its staggering diversity. Renowned around the world for their age-old historic sites and fabulous art and architecture, Europe's cities really are a delight to visit. With lots of excellent bars, restaurants, shops, and museums wherever you go, its many stunning sights are perfectly complemented by thriving culinary and nightlife scenes. As its 44 different countries are all home to a myriad of peoples, languages, and cultures, Europe's cosmopolitan cities all have their own unique flavor and identity. With so much for you to see and do, the only question is where to begin. 01. Dublin. Home to almost half of Ireland's population, Dublin is noted for its magnificent history and heritage, as well as its fun and festive nightlife. Lying on the banks of the River Liffey, the vibrant capital has long attracted people to its shores and now boasts a very multicultural population. Dotted around the city, you can find lots of interesting things to see, with Trinity College and Dublin Castle counting among its most popular attractions. As it is famed for its nightlife and drinking culture, many people also stop by the Irish Whiskey Museum and the Guinness Storehouse. Going out at night in Temple Bar is a must. In any one of its packed pubs, Dublin's friendly locals are sure to give you a hearty welcome. 02. Copenhagen. Lying just across the Øresund Strait from Malmö in Sweden, Copenhagen's history, heritage, and culture are intricately linked with that of the water all around it. Over the centuries, its strategic location has seen the sleepy fishing village slowly turn into the cool, sophisticated, and happening city it is today. Its main attraction and most recognizable site, however, is still Nyhavn, its 17th-century waterfront. Lined with colorful townhouses, the canal harbors lots of historic wooden ships with lively cafes and outdoor terraces dotting its shores. From here, you can take great sightseeing cruises around the scenic canals that lie nearby. On top of all of this, the city's museums are also noted for their extensive and exquisite collection of Viking artifacts and artworks from around the world. Widely considered to be one of the best places to live in the world, Denmark's capital is just as good to visit and explore. 03. Edinburgh. Set in a scenic spot overlooking the sea, Edinburgh is one of the United Kingdom's most beautiful cities. Moody and magical in equal measure, its grand Georgian buildings, Gothic churches, and, of course, Edinburgh Castle, sprawl dramatically atop of rocky hills and craggy cliffs. It is this epic landscape that makes it so fascinating to explore, with the lively Royal Mile attracting lots of visitors due to its many cafes, shops, and restaurants. Long renowned for its contributions to art, literature, philosophy, and science, it is only fitting that the best time to visit Edinburgh is during the Fringe. In August, the world's largest arts and culture festival takes over the city, with lots of amazing comedy, music, and theatre shows for you to enjoy. 04. Brasov. A. Located in the center of Romania with the picturesque Carpathian Mountains surrounding it, Brasov is one of the prettiest cities in the country. Wandering around its medieval old town really is the highlight of any visit, as Gothic church spires and age-old watchtowers loom above its cobbled streets. Within the walled city, you can also find lots of cute and cozy cafes, atmospheric bars, and traditional restaurants that perfectly complement Brasov's laid-back ambience. Besides this, lots of delightful hiking trails weave their way from the city through the majestic mountains and wonderful scenery all around it. With epic Transylvanian castles and ski resorts also lying nearby, Brasov is definitely worth visiting if you have the chance. 05. Budapest. Consisting of the two historic cities of Buda and Pest that lie across the Danube from each other, Hungary's capital is undoubtedly one of Europe's most beautiful cities. As it was the home of the Hungarian kings of old and the capital of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, lots of majestic buildings and impressive monuments dot its streets. Of these, the Parliament building is one of its main attractions for its gorgeous Gothic-style architecture and colossal size. As the spa capital of Europe, the city also has loads of lovely thermal bathhouses for you to relax in, with Széchenyi baths being the most popular of the lot. In addition to this, Budapest is known for its unique ruin bars which make for some great nightlife. With so much for you to see and do, it's easy to see why it is such a population destination. 06. Bruges. A very romantic place to visit, the Venice of the North, is awash with charming canals that meander their way through its marvelous medieval center. Exploring the pretty and picturesque cobbled streets is like stepping back in time as you pass grand guild houses and centuries-old churches. Besides checking out its fantastic museums, sampling one of Belgium's famous beers at one of the café-strewn squares is also a must. As hordes of day trippers visit Bruges every day, it's worth staying overnight to have the city to yourself. Beautifully illuminated, its squares, streets, and churches look even more magical at night. 07. Belgrade. Located at the confluence of the Danube and Sava rivers, Belgrade's strategic setting has seen it fought over, invaded, and destroyed countless times over its history. As it was ruled by both the Ottomans and Habsburgs, and was later Yugoslavia's capital, the city exhibits a wide range of different architectural styles and historical sites. In addition to its large and impressive fortress, there are lots of delightful churches for you to check out, with the colossal temple of Saint Sava being the highlight of the lot. Scattered around town, you can also find a number of pretty parks for you to relax and unwind in, while the riverbanks are for perfect strolling along peacefully. With a lively cafe culture for you to delve into and lots of nightclubs on offer, Belgrade is justifiably considered to be Southeastern Europe's party capital. All in all, the capital of present-day Serbia certainly is worth stopping by. 08. Seville. Lying on the banks of the Guadalquivir River in the southwest of Spain, Seville is an incredible place with a rich history, heritage, and culture to explore. As it was once home to both the Romans and the Moors, Andalusia's capital sports lots of mesmerizing sites that date to different epochs. This is perfectly encapsulated in the Alcazar of Seville, which is an elegant palace built by Castilian Christians atop of an old Abbasid Muslim fort. Despite being steeped in history, the city is a very happening place, with lots of fun and festive flamenco bars for you to check out. The best times of year to visit are during Feria de Abril and Semana Santa, when two of Spain's most eminent festivals take place.